Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. The big flush finally came for us. Timing was everything. Nonetheless, meme coin fever and other forms of internet stupidity are spreading like wildfire. I thought it was still here during the past day. Metaverse book. Seriously, though, you guys, the 24-hour gainer list includes it, with a gain of 20,000%. For the 7-day period, we require a large flush of the average coins. Plus, I feel like we finally got it today. It wasn't as profound as I thought it would be. That is her exact wording. Please take note of where we are in this cycle. It will be important when we examine the current situation in this area. Regarding this, I published an article. In fact, I have gone into regarding the flush. Thus, I published a post 14 hours ago predicting that the flush unsold meme coins, which is essentially what these are, will go nuts. Wasted money with the expectation of 100-fold or more return is rampant. After observing the market's retreat, I proclaimed, here's the flush of not only meme coins, but the entire market. I quote this day, just keep in mind that the market often uses corrections as opportunities to range before beginning another upward surge. The red flags had been up for more than a week due to the meme coin trend and individuals obtaining $10 million or more for pointless endeavors. Also, in case you missed it, many people have been mindlessly depositing pre-sale coin addresses into other people's wallets. Plus, every single one of them is a meme altcoin. I find it absurd. Plus, the rationale behind the extra $10 million. Now that we have the necessary and healthy flush, we must wait patiently. As I mentioned before, for myself, I'm hoping to find something in the mid to low six-figure range. Sit on your hands and quit staring at charts all the time. You'll make irrational decisions if you panic before we begin to arrange. Are there any risk-free chances in this field that I can take advantage of right now to increase my income by tenfold in the next few months? No. Utility projects, on the other hand, offer far lower risk chances for profit. Plus, I'm sure that everyone will eventually say unfortunately, utility projects are completely stagnant. They're standing still at the moment. Listen, it makes no difference if you have XRP or HBAR. It's just stuff. Perhaps it is not even related to utility developments. No, it's not necessary, and it certainly won't be, to be moving at all times. I mean, even if we look at the top gainers and losers, there will always be that one project that is doing better than yours. As I mentioned before, the Book of Meme is currently the most successful 24-hour gainer. Take a look at the worst performing projects. Even if your own project or coin isn't performing well, at least something is moving. You can be sure that some other project will eventually outperform your portfolio. Logic dictates it. You must not allow yourself to become mired in the never-ending cycle of comparison. Your investments will be a source of constant misery if you do this. The continual thought of comparison will drive you crazy with frustration and anger, and you could even consider selling your soul. In any case, isn't that true? Like I stated, the whole season hasn't broken yet. Do not waste this opportunity or waste time chasing green candles. We are getting closer all the time. Now, I also published an article explaining why it's so easy. We haven't reached the ecstatic point of the cycle just yet. If you look at the sentiment during each retreat, you'll see that there have been repeated predictions for a double top, concerns about a weekly close below all-time highs, and comparisons to 2020 being made. I find it absurd. Yes, I have noticed that this notion is being repeated all over the place. This huge downturn, which occurred in March 2020, is something we anticipate happening again. This is just mind-boggling. People that were in the area in 2020 are currently experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder, all the way back in 2021. Okay, so now people are getting to the point where it's like, okay, well, every single big run-up or we reached a new record high. We can go back to $40,000 to $30,000 now that it's ready. While I acknowledge that not everyone is experiencing extreme anxiety or terror at the moment, I fail to comprehend why so many people seem to be doing so. Only a tiny fraction of the population maintains a positive outlook. This has no effect on them. And there are the long-timers, the ones who have been through the storms and can relate to where we are in the current phase of the cycle. Still, every single coin cycler who has, at the same time as I published a piece about it. He mentioned that this is the stage of the cycle in which doing nothing is sufficient. There's absolutely no need for you to accomplish anything. There's no need to go chasing after anything. Plus/minus 20% days will become the norm as we enter the second leg of an upswing, which is known for its most volatility. Also, keep in mind that it's a plus and minus. Therefore, there will be significant setbacks at various points in the chart. Most traders would be better off sitting on their hands at this point, as I've seen more of them liquidate at this level than any other. Oh, absolutely. I am completely incapable of being that. You do realize how much I agree with this? When I tell you that doing nothing is actually all that's required. I mean it with full seriousness. When we go over the Bitcoin market share, may we? Someone is going to make a choice soon. Furthermore, the decision may cause it to surge upwards. In the meanwhile, though, Bitcoin will be the star of the show, with prices potentially reaching $80,000 to $100,000. Alternatively, everything will fall apart as soon as Bitcoin makes that change. Coins, in general, move at a remarkable rate. This has also been detailed by Trustworthy Crypto. According to him, altcoins should make way for King Bitcoin once more so that he may launch this spectacular display. And this is really the point at which Bitcoin will reach $100,000 or more. Until then, we need to keep an eye on Bitcoin's supremacy. Otherwise, we have no idea what this chart will do. Would you believe that? Even if it did break to the upside, it wouldn't spell doom for all coins. It does, however, imply that they will play second fiddle, fluctuating sideways or even enjoying a modest ascent alongside Bitcoin. However, it will not undergo a comparable transformation to Bitcoin until its dominance begins to peak and decline. I have been paying close attention to this for some time, particularly with regard to the Bitcoin pairs for other coins, including XRP. This change ought to take place within the next few weeks, so be prepared for it when it finally does. At that point, not only will the atmosphere shift, but the entire space will undergo a transformation. Keep in mind that Bitcoin has already reached a new all-time high and has technically entered price discovery. The current price action is merely a retreat leading up to a far stronger upward surge, which will be evident when XRP prices drop. I know the cryptocurrency market is finally seeing a small pullback after a phenomenal surge, so hats go to Moonlimbo for mentioning that. This is why I know XRP is losing value. Now that XRP is out from under the SEC lawsuits restrictions, I can't wait for it to reach new all-time highs this market cycle. Plus, I'm completely in agreement. What will happen to XRP's pricing is anybody's guess. No price action is assured, so I'm not going to make a wild prediction. It seems illogical that XRP wouldn't take part if we're planning on having a full-blown entire season. Assuming everything goes according to plan, we should be pleased with the outcomes after the cycle concludes. Plus, I'll be completely forthright in this video regarding my pricing forecasts, which I've already shared with you. However, when we examine XRP, my primary objective is to see a weekly candle close above this trend line. So far, that's all I have in my sights. So far, we have been able to keep this going on the weekly chart, which is why I am mostly keeping an eye on the longer time frames. At this moment, the longer time frames are indicating that XRP is going to make a move. At the moment, things are looking well on the weekly chart. If we can keep this up, we'll make significant progress when the weekly candle closes above 62, or about 63 cents. The bottom line is that I'll keep watching for 75 cents. Here, 75 cents is the starting point. It's something we've already begun to work on. This chart is being actively monitored by me, because I did publish a few blogs, and I do believe that XRP is going to put many detractors to rest. In my first post, I stated that I would be willing to invest anywhere from $5 to $10 in XRP. It seems like everyone is complaining about how this cycle isn't going to work or how these prices are too high. Those same individuals are also advocating for an Ethereum price between $7,500 and $10,000. Bitcoin, too, is expected to reach $100,000 to $150,000. Consider this rationally for a second. Even while basing your calculations on XRP's fully diluted market valuation, and by full supply, I mean exactly that. With a market cap of $500 billion at $5 and $10, 1 trillion Ethereum would be worth $900 billion and $1, while 2 trillion Bitcoin would be worth $100,000. And $150,000 would be worth about $2 trillion and over $3 trillion at one point. Do you think it's absurd that XRP may reach $5 to $10 every cycle? Definitely not, in my view. Actually, I hold the conservative view. Indeed, I believe that is similar to what happens when we examine the room closely. I feel like we tend to focus on the here and now, stating things like, "Oh no, XRP can't do that because its valuation would be so high," while utterly disregarding the enormous valuations that Ethereum and Bitcoin would have. I repeat, I believe XRP has the potential to achieve these goals. Feel free to leave a comment below with your ideas and opinions. And as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye for now.